Hi, my name is Megan Stevens, and this is my video portion of the corrective exercise assignment for inhibition and lengthening exercises for the corrective exercise continuum. So we have done all of the assessments necessary, static postural assessments, dynamic movement assessments, and then we affirmed our findings with strength assessments, muscle firing pattern assessments, and range of motion assessments, so we now would know what we have to work with. We know that his neck and his upper back, there's many imbalances and adhesions which cause the poor posture, the chronic pain, and it's causing his head forward position in both static and dynamic movements, as well as his rounded shoulders. These are mostly evident in the gait assessment, as well as we noticed them in the Davies assessment as his upper back rounded quite distinctly. And then we also know that his core musculature and his superficial front line and his lumbar pelvic hip complex, they're all imbalanced. His superficial front line is overactive in comparison to his superficial back line. They're supposed to be balanced in strength, all the muscles within those two lines, and the superficial front line is causing the pelvic tilt and the tight hip flexors as well. So we need to correct those also. The first portion of the exercises will be self-myofascial release, just to get that myofascial tissue kind of healthy again and to remove all of those adhesions. How I've explained it to Tyler is that, you know, all your muscles kind of work together, just like the song, you know, your knee bone is attached to your hip bone and etc. But what the myofascial tissue does is it's the kind of communication board for all the muscles to do their jobs properly. And if there's imbalances there and adhesions, it kind of it disrupts the communication. So they'll have some muscles will be doing jobs that they shouldn't, synergistic dominance. You know, especially with the hamstrings and the hip flexors, you know, being more active than the gluteals, which we'll come to notice. So this is kind of the first exercise portion of on the corrective exercise continuum. The next step will be to activate and integrate some muscles so everything is working properly. Okay, so the first muscles that we're going to do is we're going to start with the neck and upper back. Okay, so Tyler, if you could just lay on your back, please, and kind of relax, just right on the floor here. Can you lay right? Oh, no, the same. Okay, there you go. And so for this one, we are going to we're just going to place the foam roller under his neck. Okay. There you go. And I want you to kind of roll it back and forth the length of your neck until you find a sore spot. Yeah, and you're going to hold that for 30 seconds, but for the video, we're not going to go that. So the next one, just to make it kind of fluid, is I'm going to get you to just sit up straight, please. There you go. And I'm going to put this right on your lower back, and if you could roll the length of your back just to like the top of your scapula, back and forth, doing the same thing, identifying sore spots, and wherever that sore spot is. So drag your feet down. No, not your hands over your head. Hold up. There you go. So what you're going to do is hold that for 30 seconds. I know it's painful, but we're just releasing all that buildup of tissue, okay? So give yourself a little bit of a break, okay, for these ones. And then we're going to do your quads, okay? So what you're going to do, just stand up, please, okay? So what you're going to do is get on your knees and start at the tip here and just kind of walk your hands backwards and forwards as you need. When you find the sore spot, you need to hold it for 30 to 90 seconds, okay? And this should start to break up some of the myofascial adhesions. Okay, so there you go. And then the next one is I want you to get a little bit higher, okay? And if you can position your body just to get in your hip flexors and your abs. So just right here. And I know it's painful, but we want to get, yeah. Okay, so we know that's going to be painful, but that's a big area of contention for you because it's affecting your total posture. Okay? Yeah. And we need to get those glutes firing. And that'll happen next, but we need to get these all balanced first, okay? Mm-hmm. So the next one, to give you a little bit of relief, just talking about that, let's get your hamstrings. So yeah, flip over please. Yeah. And so put your legs straight, please. And now use your body weight and to glide up and down the foam roller, stopping at just above the knee. There you go. Yeah, perfect. And then back. Yeah. Okay, good. And now this one, okay? This is the one you see me doing because it's very painful. It's the IT band rolling. I suffer from IT band syndrome, so I understand. So what I want you to do is, kneel beside the foam roller, reach one hand, okay, and find your balance on one side and get the foam roller at the same angle of your leg. What you're going to do is you're going to use your arms and your body weight to propel you. Okay, and you're going to find some sore spots. Mine's the very top of my vastus lateralis and quadriceps, and I really have to get that or it starts affecting my knee. Okay, so I need you to do that on both sides. Just show me show me you doing it just on one side. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Good. I know it is quite painful, but it will help. It's better than having a really serious injury, on the job site. Okay, give yourself a little break. Okay. Now we're going to do the adductors because we noticed in your assessments that your knees and your ankles have some imbalances there too. His knees actually externally rotate. So with the adductors, it's a little bit awkward, but you're just going to get the foam roller here and you're going to move your leg up and down. You should find some kind of adhesions. There you go. So try that one.
It's
a little bit awkward, especially when you're so tall. That's okay, we have to massage all these muscles. Okay, and now the last two, the one will be the calf. The reason why we want to do self-myofascial release with the calf is because we know there's issues with the ankle, and the dorsiflexion strength assessment proved that. Okay, so what you're going to do is just lay on the ground, sit on the ground. Yeah, and then put your calf over top, one at a time, and use the amount of body weight that you feel. It's got to hurt a little bit, but it should give you some relief. Okay? There you go. And then you'll get the other side. You should find a spot right about, right about there. Okay, and then the last one for this page is going to be the lats and Terry's rolling. I really like this one because it's kind of hard to stretch your lats kind of as much as the other ones, and it really kind of isolates. So again, we're using the foam roller and our body weight, and we're going to glide and roll until we find the sore spots. Okay, there you go. So you do that one. So I've set up this program so it's a little bit fluid. You start at the neck and you kind of work your way down. A big problem with stretching is that people kind of want to rush through it, but just if you make it, just as important as the bench press and the squat, you'll get more client compliance. A way that I've explained it to Tyler sometimes is all these assessments and then the stretching is where the assessments were to find out who were the lazy crew members and who were the kind of brown-nosing overachievers in the crew or Tyler's body, right? Because we want everything working properly and not having any muscles being underactive and other muscles being overactive. So that was the muscles the movements 1 through 10. We're going to be doing 10 through 38 in the following videos. Thanks.